crazy old sock lady here, and today we're going to do some dyeing, and although this is supposed to be plant-based, yeah, no, I'm not going to inhale this stuff. So what we're doing is we're breaking the rules. First of all, this is the procion dyes, which are not good for wool, but I bought them anyway, so I'm going to use an acid instead of a base to hopefully make it take. So we're going to follow the instructions from the website here, and then we're going to try another thing that I think will work, but we'll find out the hard way or the easy way. I don't know. But anyway, so we'll have a control and we'll have an experiment. So what we're doing here is we are adding 1 teaspoon of lime pop to 2 tablespoons of salt in 2 separate little jars, 1 for each deal. How much color this is going to take, I don't know. But anyway, we decided on a really fun bright color. So you do that, and you close it up. And so what I want to do now is add some warm water and then stir. There's salt in here, and the purpose in the salt is to make the fibers absorb the color. Typically when I do dyeing, I've done ice dyeing, so this is a new adventure. And then I ordered the wrong dyes. They're good for cottons and hemps and the procions when you use soda ash. But the procions will not take to wool unless you use an acid base, which is what we're going to do. Okay, folks, so we've got these dyes pretty well stirred up. This one still has a little salt in it. We have the crock pot going. And then we're going to do one that we kind of paint, if you will. So I've got syringes for the one we're going to paint and microwave. So the one in the crock pot is the control, following the various specific instructions. Excuse me. And this one is going to be the other. So I have here. Nope, hand's still intact. This is Super Yarn's dyeable yarn. It's 75 wool, 25 polyamide, and it's damp and it's ready to go. So what we're going to do is we're going to pour the dye in here. And ooh, isn't that a big cut? Except I'm going to have to get that salt out of there. So we're just going to do this. As we put this in here, and it goes down, down, down. And what should happen is all that color should come out of the water and go into the fibers. So if we're lucky, that will happen. If not, we'll end up with some really funny looking yarn. So we've got that on high. So now this one here, because I want to use it as it's kind of like a hand painted dye, but I have to add the salt and the vinegar. We're going to kind of wing this one. So I'm going to get 2/3 cup of vinegar, because I was an nincompoop and grabbed my stearic acid instead of my citric acid. And I'm going to microwave this for about 30 seconds to get it warm.
Warm vinegar.
It's gonna make the house smell so pretty. We're at the Spawn's house, by the way. Say hi, Spawn.
Hi.
She's a good Spawn. This is the vinegar. This is the dye. Get more of the dye out of there. Yeah, this is a bad science experiment. Actually, kind of glad I picked green because I wore a green shirt today. So, okay. So now we're going to try the microwaved version. It's the same yarn from the same company, and you should lay it out where you have at least 6 inches per side, and try to get it where you have a little bit of, get it laid out pretty good. Because what we're going to do is I have 2 different types of syringes. I have one that has a thick tip, and I have one that has a blunt tip lure lock that screws in and out. Thank goodness for my job, because they get samples and things in and they can't use them or don't like them or it's the wrong thing, and we get to take them home. So now I have to saturate this with, so we're going to try this one first. Then I get little tiny hands. And so technically this is hand painting, is what we're doing here. But as you can see, I have little tiny hands. And we're going to see how this goes. Now, I've watched other people do this, and yeah, this kind of bites.
The syringe or the method?
Well, the syringe, because my hands are so small.
Oh, okay.
You know, I got a big head and little arms.
I just don't think this plan was thought out very well.
No. Well, I keep having to fix my boo-boos today, and like I said, not having, and everybody that I've seen do hand painting does this, to squish it through to the other side. So we'll check and see, but we're getting good color saturation, so that makes me happy. And now I'm going to try this syringe and see if I like this one better.
For science.
Okay, here we go. See what I mean about my hands? But I do like this one better.
Oh, yeah, sausage it.
Get all the air out from what I understand. And you seal it up. And you roll it onto itself. Then you roll it up. Like a burrito.
Yarn-rito.
Get the air out. And we have lots of liquid in here, probably too much, but that's okay. Okay, so occasionally in the crock pot, because you have some that ends up on the top, and make sure while you're checking it to see how much dye it's absorbed, it's taken up. You want to give it a stir around. As you can see, it's a whole lot lighter than it was, and our yarn looks really, really good so far. Yeah. Still got a little color in the, you can see the green in the wrappings here, but see how pale that is? So it's coming along nicely. It's hot. And my fingers are going to turn green because I want to turn this the other way. Because see how much nicer that green is there. And we're going to put it back in the microwave for another 2 minutes. Okay, so we're going to check this yarn again and see how we're cooking up here. Oh, looky. Look how pale it is. We may not be able to take all that up. I put in a teaspoon and it calls for 2 to 4%. It's 100 grams of yarn. So I actually put in a little extra color just because I wasn't real sure how all this was going to go. So we'll wait another 10 or 15 minutes, and if it's about the same, then we'll probably go ahead and rinse this one because I think it looks pretty good. The microwave version of that, the color penetration is not as dense as it appears to be in the other one. It's cooling off, but it's still going to be pretty. It's going to be a little bit marbled, I think, but the back side looks decent. So it should still knit up real pretty, but you can see the color difference from one side to the other. When we rinse it, we'll see what we end up with. So stay tuned. We'll be back with more. Dun, da, da, da. And ran it where it was pretty clear, and now we're just washing it a little bit. Get some of that salt and vinegar out of it. And I don't have the right stuff to, you know, there's a particular type of goodie that's coming. that's designed to do this. We're going to end up with a really cool kind of mottled fabric. Doing this in cold water now. See, there's our green. And there we go. We're running clear.